Spotify Originals presents The Brown Girl Geeks, hosted by The Brown Girl.
Hello listeners, I'm so excited to have you here with me for the very first episode of The Brown Girl Geeks. Here I am with the first episode, Mind Matters. Mind. The mind can create and it can destroy. We are chased throughout the day by our busy thoughts, isn't it? We become captive to the voice in our head that constantly complains, compares, dislikes and disagrees. Let the mind decide whether to fight with it or flight from it. We may not realize the extent to which our thoughts affect our feelings and influence our sense of well-being. Spending too much of our time in negative state of mind is not good for our living. Most of our thinking is repetitive and often useless. Whether reliving recent or distant pasts or imagining or rehearsing possible futures, we spend most of our time caught up in our unruly minds. Our addiction to thinking gives us a false sense of pleasure. I'm sure you're gonna agree with me on this. By gaining a better understanding of our thoughts and how they affect our emotions, we can start recognizing unhealthy patterns that lead to us being stuck in negative states of low self-esteem, anger, jealousy, worry, doubt, fear and anxiety. By understanding the nature of our mind and how it generates negativity in our lives, we can move towards a more peaceful state of loving acceptance. A wandering mind is an unhappy mind. Let's begin by simply becoming more aware of our thoughts by observing how the continuous chatter impacts our emotions. It's not that easy to gain control over our minds. Our body can withstand almost anything. It's our mind we need to convince. Let's focus on the step in front of us, not the whole staircase. So, my dear listeners, let's start by sitting comfortably, closing our eyes and observing how it feels to simply be. It's important to remember to be kind, compassionate and gentle. If the mind wanders, let's bring it back smilingly, understanding that it is the nature of the mind to wander. Acceptance is the key, my friends. By dedicating the time to explore our mind, we will begin to see that much of life's suffering is unnecessary, self-created and avoidable. Let's free our minds and the rest will follow. Here I conclude. Mind matters. Thank you for tuning in. Looking forward to connect with you on the next episode. Signing off, The Brown Girl.